My name is Khushbu Verma.
I'm a very, very big fan of your sites. Like that website that you built for yourself, for your portfolio, I want one for myself. I mean, how did you build those websites? Like, I don't know. Take me from the very beginning, like when you got the task. What were you thinking about?
So the first thing in my mind I had that using I don't need to think about the complexity of the features. I can be free with the designing part. So I had my focus on the designing part only. So with my prompt, I told Aero that I want to have a dynamic fantasy based website. I gave
Mhm.
it some references that refer this app, refer this game. And from that, I built it iteratively, add this feature, or we could have a fantasy map style website, and we built it from there.
I would love to understand what kind of prompts did you use? So the first website, which is a personal portfolio for you. How many prompts did it take you to build this website?
I think there were a lot of prompts. I think around 10 to 20 prompts.
This is how it looks like.
Yeah.
And then there's music. I'm like so obsessed here with your website. And then you have this, which is like the beginning,
Yeah.
tells your story, and then your skills. So how were you able to feed it those skills?
Yeah. So I started like a normal portfolio website only, like make a portfolio for a software engineer site, right? And in a software engineer portfolio, we want our skills to be displayed. Like if I have front end skills, display that and my work. And I also wanted to go through with the like the battle stats and all with uh, my lead code stats and my demo and everything. So that's where I started with it. But then slowly I wanted it to have like an exploration style. So I changed the statistics to suit that theme.
Can you show us the prompts behind it? How were you able to build it?
Yeah. So these are the prompts that I started with. So I gave a very basic prompt right in the beginning that I want this website and this is the game that you should take inspiration from. I wanted that font color and font styles. And we basically made a very basic website. But then after choosing the color scheme, I wanted to have a little bit a little bit rich background instead of just a plain header footer style to this website. So I asked for some photos and we went from the theme only. And then after the photos, I had an idea to have like a fantasy style roadmap for the website. And that's where we went. Also for the sound, I gave him a basic description that I want a small chime sound to the entry music and then after I could describe it and I could tell it, suppose I wanted to use Potamo as a reference for the subtle sound. And it was able to gain reference from the things and examples I was giving it. And that's how the sound was added.
Amazing. And then the map should have a singular centered heading, make it subtle. I love it. How much time did it take you like to complete this and to be in a place that you're happy with it?
Around 2 to 3 years.
Would you take your portfolio and start using it in the
Yeah,
future?
actually, I did like how it turned out.
So I realized that you did not only create this website, you created other websites that are also
Yeah.
really, really good. So why don't you
Hmm.
take me through the other websites that you've also built?
Okay, so other than that, I made Pulsefire. It's a news website. I also wanted a dynamic theme for this one as well. But for this website, I went with a much proper, longer prompt. I wanted to be specific with this one. So I described how dynamic I wanted. Again, I gave it examples like refer these existing websites. And this is the color palette that I want. This is the style that I want and what elements should be moving in it. And also I wanted a specific magazine style page turning animation. So if I click on this, the page turns like a magazine. So this is a specific feature that I wanted that I could build with Aero. And yeah, that's it for Pulsefire. And another website I built was a glow memory website. This one. I went with a very specific prompt and it's basically similar UI wise similar to the portfolio website. And what I wanted for this was like you could have a journal with your mood in it. So if I say that I'm feeling good today and I went out with my friends and it would store that memory in an orb style and you could have statistics on that as well. So that's where I built this one.
Amazing. Can we try this website out together?
Yeah, sure. So first of all, I need to enter my name and my email. So this is essentially a memory garden,
Mm-hmm.
and the memories would float and be organized in a similar space. And so I click on create a new memory. Suppose I'm feeling joyful today. So I'll write that I'm happy, right? And you could store like your daily events. So I'm happy that I went out with my friends, or I'm happy that this happened, and I
Mm-hmm.
would plant this memory. So it would appear in this cell, right? And whenever you feel like reminiscing, traveling down the memory lane, you can
Mm-hmm.
open these orbs and you can favorite these memories and you can add more. So this would be like a photo album as a journal. And then,
Wow. Oh my
yeah,
God. This looks, can we see how you built this? This is amazing. I had no idea that I tried it, but I did not add a memory. So
yep,
it's the first time for me to see how the memory looks like.
yeah. And you have different colors for different memories as well. So if I say I'm melancholic, and I say that suppose today was a bad day and I plan this memory, it would be color coded accordingly.
Hmm. Wow. And then you have like stats here on the side and like a calendar, correct?
Yeah, calendar view and insights that from your memory, what's your dominant mood, what's your recent activity, your journaling streak as well, your garden statistics, and the timeline. So you have it's like a diary only.
Amazing. How did you think about this one?
So again, this was my base inspiration was to have like a wall, and I could just suppose in reality, if I want a journal like this, I would have a sticky note and I would just paste it on my wall. Okay, this was my feeling today. So I wanted it in a digital style. Initially, I wanted like a tree with the branches and the orbs would hang on it. But then iteratively, I changed my prompts to this sort of moving around
Mhm.
and with slow speed. So you would feel a little at when you are at this website.
Amazing. Just so you know, I'm a big fan. I'm so impressed. Like I want to get like I want to get your prompt library and build something similar for myself. I was going through a lot of the creations and when I saw this, I was like, I had to double check that this was built with Arrow because I have never seen anyone do
Hmm.
something similar to what you have created. And it's just like the power of the prompt that you gave it.
I had a lot of fun while working with Aero as well because, with these kind of complex features, it's more of a restriction while you work because I know that I might not be able to code this. But when I worked with Aero, I was able to bring my ideas to life. So that was an easy step.
Hmm. I love how you used Arrow to brainstorm the ideas with you too. Not a lot of people know that usually people think of it as like I'm giving it instructions, but you actually were able to use it the way that you would have a conversation with any other like conversational AI tool, or you would ask it to help brainstorm ideas with you. How much time did it take you to complete the Glow journal? I think this one was a lot more intense. Yeah, I can see that. Amazing. I mean, I love it. Can we go back to the news website? The Pulsewire. If you go to the preview itself of the website, so over here you have live updates. Are these really live updates? And then, like, are all the buttons working throughout the site? Mhm. Can we take a look at how you prompted this? Again, very, very visually stunning website that where all the buttons are functional. Mm, mm, mhm. Amazing. How much time did it take you to do this one? Amazing. Yeah, I'm speechless. That's all I have to say. This just like this just gives me hope that people can achieve so much more than what they think that they can. And you see a lot of people saying, "Oh, the websites are ugly," or "All AI websites are the same." And I mean, you just proved everyone wrong.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with Aero, and just last thing that I would like to say is that the idea has to come from you. So you need to tell the app that this is the idea. Like, I want a fantasy map or I want a memory website, and it can build anything. So I think it's a really good tool, and I would love to use it more in the future.